Hey guys, Sergeant Baldy here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use Java Swing. What Java Swing is essentially it's Java's way of implementing graphic user interfaces. What a graphic user interface is essentially gigantic windows like this one I'm in right now, or ones like this, which is the one I have created. So what this is what I'm going to be showing you today, which is essentially just a JFrame, which has nothing inside of it. So JFrame is essentially the window and the title and the ability to close upon clicking the X button. So the way you want to start is you want to type in this line here, import javax.swing. And what this does is allows you to implement all the different methods of the Java Swing in order to help you make your GUI. After that, you want to do is you want to make your JFrame as if it was a variable. So you would type JFrame and then you type the name that you want it to be. I have set it to frame as to make it simpler to understand. After that, you want to make a method similar to this one, which will essentially allow you to set the properties of your JFrame, such as the title, which is currently name of choice, and lines like this, which will give it the ability to close upon things like clicking the X button. So in order to do those two things, what you first want to do is type in frame, which is the name of your JFrame, which is what you initialized it to, and you want to type new JFrame, and then in these brackets you can type the name of what you want the title to be. So before it was name of choice. For now, let's change it to egg. So now that it has been changed to that, if I run the JFrame or the GUI, what happens is at the top it now says egg. So that's how you set your title for the JFrame. Then you want to type in this line here. And what this line does is essentially it allows the JFrame or GUI to close upon clicking the X button right here. I'm going to be referring to this as a JFrame for now, as there is nothing else in there, and it is just a frame at the moment. So after that has been finished, what you want to do is set the size of your JFrame. So there are two ways to do this. It's this line here, but as you see, I have set size right now, frame.setSize. And you can set the measurements of what you want it to be. So say, for example, I wanted to change it. I can make it 600 by 200. Now say I go run that, and the size should be different. This only sets the starting size, though, because you can always manipulate it manually yourself. So you can either do that to set the size, or you can do a different method, which is frame.pack. And what this essentially does is it shrinks down the size of the JFrame or GUI to fit everything in the GUI in as minimum space as possible. So since there's nothing in the actual GUI right now, it always makes it really tiny, which is why I didn't have it set to that. So the next line you want to use is this, frame.setVisibleTrue. Now what this does, it allows the JFrame to actually pop up upon running the program. Say, for example, I change this from true to false, like so, false. Then what would happen is I would click this, and the JFrame would not pop up. That is because set visible is set to false, so it will not make the JFrame visible. Now if we set that back to true, it'll go back to normal, and it'll be visible to the user once more, as you can see, like that. While I was able to show you how the GUI looks and runs, it was not due to this code here. This code just gives it properties. I was able to launch it due to these two methods here. So what this first method does is essentially using this line, set default look and feel decorated to true, it allows the program to have JFrames in the program. It is allowed to give them properties and so on. And then the line underneath it is just a constructor for the previously stated method. While this final method at the bottom is essentially what actually allows the program to launch. If I were to delete this right here, nothing would happen. It wouldn't be able to actually pop up the GUI. So what essentially this does is this allows you to use all the things you have done up until this point. And this is just a little method to run the previously made method up here, run GUI. So with all that, this is what your final product is. And that is all I will be showing for this video. So I will be making 2 more videos on how to actually use this, like applications of it, considering what I've showed you today is essentially just your workspace for what you can do with GUIs in Java. Everything else has to be put inside here, and then your possibilities are endless. Thanks for watching.